Hi guys, welcome back to story time. Back to Dinosaurs Before Dark, chapter 2. If you remember yesterday, Annie and Jack discovered a treehouse in the woods filled with books. Let's find out what happens next. Chapter 2, The Monster. Jack crawled through a hole in the treehouse floor. Wow, the treehouse was filled with books. Books everywhere. Very old books with dusty covers. New books with shiny, bright covers. Look, you can see far, far away, said Annie. She was peering out of the treehouse window. Jack looked out the window with her. Down below were the tops of the other trees. In the distance, he saw Frog Creek Library, the elementary school, the park. Annie pointed in the other direction. She said, "Look, there's our house." Sure enough, there was their white wooden house with the little green porch. Next door was their neighbor's black dog, Henry. He looked very tiny. "Hi, Henry," shouted Annie. "Shush," said Jack. "We're not supposed to be up here." He glanced around the treehouse again. "Wonder who owns all these books," he said. He noticed bookmarks were sticking out of many of them. "I like this one," said Annie. She held up the book with a castle on the cover. "Here's a book about Pennsylvania," said Jack. He turned to the page with the bookmark. "Hey, there's a picture of Frog Creek in here," said Jack. "It's a picture of these woods." "Oh, here's a book for you," said Annie. She held up a book about dinosaurs. A blue silk bookmark was sticking out of it. "Let me see it," Jack said as he set down his backpack and grabbed the book from her. "You look at that one, and I'll look at the one about the castles," said Annie. "No, we better not," said Jack. "We don't know who these books belong to." But even as he said this, Jack opened the dinosaur book where the bookmark was. He couldn't help himself. He turned to a picture of an ancient flying reptile, a Petrodon. He touched the huge bat wings. "Wow," whispered Jack. "I wish I could see a Petrodon for real." Jack studied the picture of the odd-looking creature soaring through the sky. "Ah!" screamed Annie. "What?" said Jack. "A monster!" Annie cried. She pointed to the treehouse window. "Stop pretending, Annie," said Jack. No, really," said Annie. Jack looked out the window. A giant creature was gliding above the treetops. He had a long, weird crest on the back of his head and a shiny beak. And he also had huge bat-like wings. It was a live Petrodon. The creature curved through the sky. He was coming straight toward the treehouse. He looked like a glider plane. The wind began to blow. The leaves trembled. Suddenly, the creature soared up, high into the sky. Jack nearly fell out of the window trying to see it. The wind picked up. It was whistling now. The treehouse started to spin. "What's happening?" cried Jack. "Get down!" shouted Annie. "Look, everybody, there's the Petrodon. Can you see him? He's huge. And there's Jack leaning out of the treehouse window. Oh, wow." She pulled him back from the window. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. He held on to Annie. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. Sunlight slanted through the window. There was Annie, the books, his backpack. The treehouse was still high up in the oak tree. But it wasn't the same oak tree. Oh, dun, dun, dun. Can anybody predict where they are? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Bye.